Get more people active outdoors. That's not much to ask for, is it? I think for me, we all spend far too much time obsessing about the wrong things. Social media, I think, is whilst it's a good thing for lots of elements of life, it's also a huge strain on youngsters and a huge stress. And I think it would be really, really great to see more people outdoors enjoying, the outdoor life and all the benefits that can bring.
Let me just describe to you what it's like to go to my local kayak club. You go along there, you meet up with 30, 40 people of different ages. Everyone gets out on the water. In an hour and a half, they'll burn off probably 600 to 1,000 calories. They train up their bodies. They learn social skills. They come back, they have an amazing time. Doesn't matter what time of year it is, even if it's absolutely freezing cold, everyone has an amazing time. If this was only happening at the beach, well, we live 100 miles away from the beach. Not everyone can get there every weekend, but there are waterways, lattice all over our country, running close to just about every single urban centre.
Being in these beautiful spaces, it doesn't matter whether it's in an urban environment or a natural environment, being active in a canoe is fantastic for your mental and physical well-being. Paddling, even at a slow rate, can be a great workout. And so we want more people to have that opportunity. So greater access to waterways, greater undisputed access would enable more people to know that they can go down, take their boat down to their local river or local canal and enjoy that space and get a benefit, a health benefit from it.
I've first-hand seen people take up paddle sport and just get out onto the water, and genuinely it has transformed their lives. So they're mentally they're in a better place. They're more focused. They're looking forward to getting out of that at the weekend all week and start training midweek as well. So people are going swimming and running, which they would never do before, so that they can be better at the paddling in the weekend.
There is so much that could be gained from getting more and more and more people out on these waterways, splashing around, having a laugh, doing exercise, and it would be so simple. If you have to travel 30 miles, 40 miles to get to a waterway that you are allowed to use, then all of a sudden it's prohibitive and it's not available to all, and that's not right.
I think access is even more important for people that may have disabilities or mobility issues. The most important thing for access for people that have additional accessibility needs is to not overthink it. I think there needs to be an understanding of what we actually need to allow us to access the water. And of course there's going to be a range of needs, but basically if we can get a flat jetty or a flat pontoon with some access to it, then getting on the water is doable and achievable. And quite often people with disabilities have the answers themselves.
Reconnect people with their natural environment. That's not much to ask for, is it? I think it's a real problem. I think that the disconnection is real. Obviously, we've been talking about it now for a number of years. This whole kind of phenomenon of wild swimming and things like that, kind of, it's seen as something a little bit out there that you go and swim in a river when, this is how we used to do all the time. We learned to swim in rivers. It's just, every town has kind of probably got a little kind of place in the river where they learned to swim. It's shifting baselines as well. People are used to now not being connected or feeling that they can't access the river, and they just think that it's a normal state of affairs. Whereas in fact, if you look back several decades, it wasn't the case.
We're completely disconnected from nature. We sit behind our phones or behind our computers. We don't go and spend time in nature, and that's why we can't see what we're doing to it, and we can't see why it's important that we need to protect it. So we need to get people out there, get people enjoying the rivers. Not everybody lives by the coast, but people live by rivers. If we can get them there and start to connect those dots, we can really start to help people understand how they can play their role in protecting the environment.
Fair, shared and sustainable open access for all.
British Canoeing is committed to making that happen.